Okay. All right. All right. Is it working? Are we live now? Okay, finally. Thank God. All right. Well, that was kind of a pain in the ass to troubleshoot, and YouTube is so annoying sometimes. But finally, live streaming. Let me just do all this, and then we'll be ready to go. So here. Boop. Here, I'm just gonna quickly do this on the thing. Perfect. We are live. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. We'll just wait for people to arrive, and then we'll be good to go. A fashion sis. Putting on the Ritz. Just a second, and then I'll be ready. Where's the link? There. All right. Perfect. Now that that is out of the way, hello, everybody. I'm officially live once again. Took me a while to actually get this thing up and running because YouTube sometimes just likes to be a fucking absolute pain in the keister, but nonetheless, I am here and we are live. I'm just gonna make sure this is the right one. Yep. Okie dokie. Let us continue, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, yep. All right. Now let us begin. So, anybody here who has any questions, comments, concerns, anybody showing up now or anyone who shows up later, feel free to comment just about anything. This is going to be, again, just kind of another, kind of impromptu hangout stream. Going to be kind of just, hanging around, talking about whatever. Got my snacks here with me, so I'm all good to go. All right. Hi, you. Come here. Hey, Tony. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Can marry you. Can't marry you. Oh. Yep, just another little impromptu stream here. As you can see, I've brought out the key. Don't you love being on camera, Yokios? Oh, you look so funny when you do that with your teeth. Look at you. You're like a little bat. He's a good girl. Who's a good girl? Yeah, thank you for coming in to the stream, Tainted Lord. It is always good to see you. Oh, okay, fine. Go down then. Be a little turd. That is your prerogative. Oh, now you're hiding in my... What a frickin'... What a funny little girl you are, huh? Funny. What else to say? I'm sure you know we lost Sam Rivers, bassist for Limp Bizkit today. Yeah, I just saw that. I'm personally, I'm not a fan of Limp Bizkit, but that's still very, very unfortunate. Like, man, I don't what's happened. What did we do? Like, everybody, it seems everybody's just dying lately. Because, like, was it yesterday we lost Ace Frehley? too. And yeah, so many people are just dying recently in like rock and metal, and it's so heartbreaking. Like, I mean, again, I'm personally not a fan of Limp Bizkit at all, really, but I just, do, deeply sympathize. Bleh. I do deeply sympathize, of course, with his bandmates and his family and his friends, and so yeah, he wasn't that old too, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was only just in his 40s, if I recall. Was it? Yeah, 48. Yeah, geez, that's not old at all. Does it has it been like announced like what his cause of death was? Okay, well I'm reading some of the headlines here. It says late Limp Bizkit bassist underwent liver transplant, battled alcoholism. Okay, so was it like a drinking problem or something? Yeah, that's very, very sad. Unfortunate. Yeah, very unfortunate. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. It's been absolutely fucked in terms of just how many people have passed away recently. So many like big names too. Like again, like of course, Ozzy, Ace Frehley, and so many people. It's extremely sad. And yeah, I don't. So like I mean, that's kind of a weird thing. Like so far in terms of like releases, this year 2025 has been a great year for metal because we got tons of killer albums and bands, but it's also been one of the worst just because we lost so many people. It's unfortunate. Hey James, what's up, man? Hope you are doing well. What's up, Bausch? Hope you are doing well, my friend. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. This is just going to be, for all the people who just showed up now, this is just going to be another impromptu stream where we're just kind of dicking around because, I mean, I was pretty bored and I was like, you know what? I'm not really doing anything at the moment, so I'll just, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've shown this off yet, have I? This is the shirt that I got when I was at the Judas Priest concert in Toronto. It's pretty fucking sick. Flip around a bit. It's got the dates on the back there. Hope you can see them. But yeah, I fucking love the shirt, and that was easily the best concert I've ever seen in my entire life, and I doubt it will ever be topped, honestly. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you, my man. Oh, StreamYard, huh? Yep, because YouTube was being a pain in the ass for no particular reason, so I decided just to go on to StreamYard because I figured, StreamYard, good, streaming platforms. I figured, why not use it? Yeah, I mean, I don't have like the fancy like paid version or anything. I'm just using the free version. So, but yeah, it's nice, and it actually is cool too because you can actually make the comments show up on the screen, whereas on the just YouTube's live streams you can't. So that's cool. Cool shirt. Yeah, thanks. I fucking love this shirt. I mean, I almost got the Corrosion of Conformity shirt because I already do have a Judas Priest shirt, but I was like, you know what? My favorite band of all time. I'm gonna get the fucking Judas Priest shirt. Voken's new album is awesome. Yeah, okay. I will be completely honest. I have been very terrible at keeping up with new releases as of late. So there are like 3 albums that came out yesterday that I still need to listen to. That's New Evoken, New Coroner, obviously, and the new Internal Bleeding. Like I've heard the new fucking Coroner was absolutely awesome, and see, Aaron brought up. See, yeah, I've not heard it yet, but I will get around to it. Be assured. I will get around to it, and I'll probably put up my review probably tomorrow. But yeah, I haven't heard it yet just because it's been a little chaotic. So I've just been not keeping up with new releases at all. I still need to listen to the New Testament, so fuck me, I guess. But yeah, I will listen to the New Coroner. I'm very excited for it. New Coroner was awesome. So I have heard a lot of people really, really seem to love it. I mean, Coroner rules. Like they don't really have a bad album. Even Grin, which is my least favorite, is still really good. Oh shit, what up? Hey, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? So crazy to think of $3 bill y'all being in my collection in regular listen 1997, but like by 98, no more Bizkit for me. Yeah, I mean, I really haven't listened to much off of Limp Bizkit's first album just because I personally don't really like Limp Bizkit much at all. But I know that's the one that people like who really don't like Limp Bizkit. That's like the one that people say, yeah, that album's actually kind of good. So, but I really can't say personally. Shirt rules. Thank you, James. I love this shirt. Not as thrashy, but it's still amazing. The Grin or the new album? I'm assuming you're talking about Grin, but yeah, Grin's awesome. It's just not not as thrashy. Speaking of Biscuit, yes, we were talking about that just earlier. Very, very sad. Too many people dying lately. It's heartbreaking. It really is. Even for me, not being a Limp Bizkit fan, it's still just it's never nice to hear about someone in the metal scene passing away. It's always sad. Aside from Evoken, I've listened to Sabaton and Tribal Gaze this weekend. Plan on listening to Wretched and Coroner. I didn't know Sabaton actually put out a new album. That's interesting for Sabaton fans, I guess. Tribal Gaze, I still need to get into. I know they're kind of like one of the newer like death metal bands. I think they're from Texas, if I recall correctly. Wretched, I think I've heard of, but I'm not quite sure. And Coroner, I still need to hear. Talking about the new Coroner. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So would you say it's kind of like, would you say the new album's like similar to Grin, or is it like still like kind of more like similar to like like No More Color or like Mental Vortex? Apparently Sam had liver disease. Oh geez, yeah, I was reading about the headlines just now. It said that he had like a liver transplant, and, like had alcohol problems. It's very very sad. Yeah, I mean, alcohol is fucking brutal. Except Ian Watkins or Charles Manson for that matter. Yeah, I don't think anyone was mourning the death of Ian Watkins. If anything, we were celebrating it for obvious fucking reasons. I mean, Charles Manson's been dead for years, hasn't he? And he wasn't like metal. But to be fair, neither Ian Watkins wasn't really metal either. He was just like alt rock kind of. But yeah. Anyways, glad that fucker's gone. Glad both of them are gone. Both creepy, insane fucking people. But yeah, I will review New Coroner, New Evoken, and oh shit, I forgot there's a new Biohazard too. God, okay. Yep, I'm gonna have to review that as well then. Let's see, and then there's a couple other new releases coming out. Usually, the end of the year is not super stacked for new releases, but we've got. Let's see, I'm just on the Wikipedia page for new upcoming albums. New Primitive Man coming out. Definitely excited for that. New Rude Magic, probably going to be sick. November has actually got a bit of stuff like, namely the new 1914, which I am super excited for. Yeah, Halo Effects apparently putting out a covers EP, whatever. But what kind of surprised me is that there's two pretty big releases that are coming out in December: New Blood Red Throne and New Enthroned. Because usually December is pretty like light when it comes to new releases, but those are like fairly big names. So I'm pretty excited for those too, because I really like both of those bands. Foo Fighters versus Soundgarden. Soundgarden for me. I've never liked the Foo Fighters personally, but I do love Soundgarden, and I miss Chris Cornell. New Sanguisugabog was pretty good too. I did not hear it because I really don't care for Sanguisugabog. I've listened to them and I'm just like, meh, yeah. Was this An Abstract Illusion is pretty good? I don't think I know that one. Is that another upcoming release, or is that one that came out already? Because I don't recall that name at all. I'm eager for new 1914 and Kaunis Kolomatan for November. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that one. I don't know what language that is. I'm assuming it's Finnish or something, but holy crap, I butchered it. New Blood Red Throne should be interesting. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm pretty. Yeah, Blood Red Throne. I mean, they're basically the Norwegian Cannibal Corpse, so they're pretty damn consistent too. So I'm excited for that new album. Doom metal band from Finland. Oh, well, I should probably check it out because I love Finnish metal and I love doom metal, but I've never heard of that band. But let's see. I'm gonna look that up real quick so I can bookmark it and save it. Was it Kaunas? Oh, Yeah, this seems like the kind of band that's right up my alley. I mean, they're being compared to Swallow the Sun, so yeah, I'll probably like this. I'm gonna bookmark it, and I'll get around to it eventually. I can't pronounce it either. Yeah, I always struggle with pronouncing Finnish words and stuff like just because Finnish, it's such a a different language than English because it's not even part of like the Indo-European family of languages. It's like it's Uralic, so it's weird. Like that and Hungarian are probably the two most difficult European languages to pronounce, I would say, for like people who don't speak it, obviously. Sup, Jam? Hey, Spencer, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Yep, we were just talking about some new releases that we're anticipating. I know that you've probably heard the new Evoken already, and curious to hear what you think of it because I know you are a giant Evoken fan. I haven't heard it yet because I suck or something. Well, I do suck. I don't think that's really up for debate, honestly. Oh, oops, lol, I just deleted my own comment. Oh, well, yeah, we all make mistakes. See, I'm not too familiar with StreamYard, so I'm just kind of, what is all this? Fucking love the new Evoken. Oh, yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, Evoken, they don't have a bad album. They are insanely consistent. And yeah, I did recently show off 2 of their albums in my last collection update. I have A Caress of the Void and Atramores, which I both love. Both of them I love, and I'm sure I'm gonna love this new album too. Whenever I get it, I'll listen to it probably either later tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll put up my review. I might just do. Normally I do make like separate reviews for albums and stuff. Maybe I'll put all 4, like Biohazard, Coroner, Evoken, Internal Bleeding. I'll put all 4 of those albums into just one video because I feel like that makes it more sense, right? I feel like that makes a little more sense than rather than having doing it across 4 different videos on different days. Me and Russ were jamming it on Thursday night when I was at his place. Oh damn! But was that when you both went to the Carcass? That was a Carcass concert, right? Or was that later in the year? Or am I thinking of something else? I mean, it's cool you actually got to meet up with him in person. It's pretty fucking sick. Oh right, Ace Fix. That's the one, right? But I thought that was, no, my sense of time is just skewed. I for some reason thought that was later in the year, but yeah, no, apparently it's okay, but no, but I mean, jealous. I am because Bass Fix are literally my favorite death metal band, but I've never seen them live. So yeah, I can imagine, dude. You got to see the greatest death metal vocalist of all time. Fucking, I still don't know how he does those vocals for all these years and doesn't just absolutely tear his fucking throat apart. I don't know how he does it, honestly. Teleprompter, that's fancy. Dutch Francis Mancy. People showed up for Razor though, was impressed. Yeah, how were they? Like, do they? Because they still have Bob Reed doing vocals for them. But how were they? Were they good? Because I mean, the last album from Razor, I was not a big fan of. So, but yeah, I do. I mean, I do love Razor, especially Vinyl Restitution, Evil Invaders, Shotgun Justice, like those 3 albums, fucking god tier thrash albums. Iron Maiden's Brave New World or Judas Priest's Angel of Retribution. I've got to go with Brave New World on that one. I do really enjoy Angel of Retribution. I think that was a pretty damn solid, comeback album. But dude, Brave New World for me has got to be, yeah, because that Brave New World's honestly up there for me for my favorite Iron Maiden album still. Like, dude, Ghost of the Navigator, The Wicker Man, literally every single song on that album I think is absolutely awesome. Some of them are a bit long, admittedly, but it's a damn well written album. Dude, they actually kicked ass for me. Well, that's great. I would love to hear that. Love to hear that. Like, dude, Dave Carlo, he's like half fucking blind, but he still just shreds like nobody's business. Dude's an underrated guitarist. I love Dave Carlo. Warbringer kicked ass and Siverus brought their A game. That dude, I'm pretty jealous that you got to see that. That's a stacked fucking lineup. That's a sick fucking show right there. Dying Fetus, Stop at Nothing versus Cryptopsy, Whisper Supremacy. Pretty good matchup, actually, because these are both damn solid albums. Personally, I would probably lean a little bit more towards Stop at Nothing rather than Whisper Supremacy, but I mean, I do think Whisper Supremacy definitely underrated, in my opinion, especially since, it had to follow None So Vile, which there's nothing that's going to top that album, but yeah, I'd probably say Stop at Nothing, but they're both really good albums. Brave New World, my favorite main album as well. It's not my favorite personally, but it is up there with my favorites because Peace of Mind will probably always be my favorite Iron Maiden album, but like definitely in terms of their more modern material, I guess, even though it's like 25 years old at this point, Brave New World is up there for sure. Second time seeing Sybaris for me, but it was an awesome way to kick off the night. Yeah, no, I still need to check out more from Sybaris, but from what I have heard, they are pretty damn good. Didn't they put out an album? Was it 2023 or last year they put out an album? Let me double check. I can never remember. There's so many fucking bands. Okay, it was last year. Maze Envy. That's right. Forget the name of it. Yeah. Still need to dive more into Sybaris, but yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Arkham Asylum versus the original Dead Space. I can't say, honestly, because I haven't played either of them. So, yeah, I can't say really. Maze Envy last year. Yep, I looked up on the archives. Yeah, I still need to listen to that album in full, but yeah, I'll get around to it eventually. I do like this question though, like doing video game stuff, because I don't think we usually talk about video games on this this channel usually, but yeah. I have their debut album, Decrepit Flesh Relic and Maze Envy on vinyl. That's pretty sick. Are they like colored vinyls or are they just like kind of your standard black vinyl? Because I know you are a big fan of the colored vinyls. So am I. But yeah, are they like fancy vinyls or are they just like regular black vinyls? Sugar-free root beer. It is like root beer without the soul, with the soul removed. Oh. Is there a release date for Dismember's upcoming album? Is there an upcoming Dismember album? There is. I mean, I know that they've been saying that for like years, but I didn't know if it was actually happening or not. I don't recall seeing something about a new release date for an album or anything. Let's see. Is there anything? I don't see anything about it. Although we really do fucking need a new Dismember album, because like when the last album came out, what, 2008? Which fucking holy shit, that dude, too long. Dismember, we desperately need a new Dismember album. It's been way too long. Both colored vinyl, fucking sick. Oh, excuse me. Excited for some Bluthaus Nord in November. I still need to get into Bluthaus Nord. I know they're like one of the big, French black metal bands, like them and Deathspell Omega, probably the biggest like French black metal bands. And I know they get compared a lot because I know Bluthaus Nord is also very kind of weird, avant-garde, experimental. But yeah, I still need to get into Bluthaus Nord. I do hear kind of mixed opinions about them. Like some people, I don't know, because from what I know, they do kind of like change up their sound a bit on some albums, but I really can't say, so I still need to get into them. Yeah, I mean, avant-garde metal is kind of hit or miss with me. Some of it I really love, some of it I just can't get into at all, so we'll see. There's just there's too many bands. Heard their new single they released a month ago, and I'm pretty excited. Yeah, so that's coming out in November, right? I believe so. Let me double check. Or it might be, yeah, November the 28th. Ethereal Horizons. How many albums do they have, actually? Because I know they actually have a fairly lengthy discography, which, okay, yeah, they have a lot. Yeah, where would be the best place to start for uh Blue House Nord to get into them? Because looking on the archives, I'm just looking at some of their albums here. It looks like their highest rated one here is Memoria Vetusta 2, Dialogue with the Stars. Hallucinogens also pretty highly rated. Disharmonium, Undreamable Abysses. Memoria Vestusta 1, Fathers of the Icy Age. Yeah, so I'll just I need to know which probably is the best place to start with this band. Yeah, they do change it up for sure. So I've heard. I've heard that they kind of like to play around with a few different styles. Halloween 1978 versus Friday the 13th 1980. Halloween 1978 for sure. This might be a hot take, but I personally don't think the original Friday the 13th is that good. Honestly, like it's just a pretty substandard slasher movie, honestly. Like, I don't know, compared to like, Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Black Christmas, it's really not a great movie at all, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like terrible, but it's not something I would ever return to. But Halloween 1978 is actually a legitimately really good movie. Same with Void Ceremony. I still have need to get into them. I want to say I've heard the name, but again, there's so many fucking bands that I still need to hear and stuff. I I feel like I heard this name before, but yeah, again, just looking on the archives. Let's see, Stargazer, Atheist, The Chasm. Okay, Immolation, Time Ghoul. Okay, they're compared to bands that I like on here. Cenotaph. Yes, I'll probably check them out. Probably upwards of like 15 albums. Uh, yeah, that seems to be accurate. They have quite a few albums. They've been around. Let's see, 1994 is when they started. That's a long time. That is a long time. Let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So with this new album, it'll be 17 albums. That's a lot. That is a lot of albums. Ugh. Yeah, that is quite a few albums. All right, we have Revocation, The Outer Ones versus Vitriol to Bathe from the Throat of Cowardice. This is going to be Vitriol by default. I still need to get into Revocation, and I know they're like technical. Again, they have a new album they put out this year. I've not heard it yet because I still need to get into Revocation. I know they're like technical, like death thrash, but yeah, Vitriol by default. Which, I mean, I like that band, but they're pretty. Even though they are pretty intense, like they're very dissonant, but they're also like just very fast. So it's like can only listen to them like once in a while, really, because it can get it overwhelming with Vitriol for sure. But that's a good album. Hallucinogen is a fun one. The debut Ultima Thule, but I also enjoy Disharmonium, Undreamable Abysses is another favorite of mine. I also have on vinyl. All right, yeah. So I'll probably listen to a few of their albums just to get a real feel for what they're about. And yeah, because I mean, eventually, what I'm gonna have to, I want to make like a kind of like for what I did for the 150 death metal bands. I want to make one for black metal bands, and Blue House Nord definitely has to be on there for sure because how could they not be? They're like one of the biggest names in black metal. All right, I don't know. I guess some people call them like third wave black metal, which personally I don't think third wave black metal is a fucking thing, but you know, to each their own, I suppose. The discography is quite interesting for sure. Yeah, I am very, very curious to see what they're all about because, again, like avant-garde metal, hit or miss with me, especially avant-garde black metal. Like, I do really like Deathspell Omega. I think they're a really good band. But then you have shit like Liturgy, for instance, which I personally do not like at all. I hate Liturgy, actually. But yeah, I'll check them out for sure. Also, their 777 trilogy is pretty good as well. It's not about the airplane, is it? Well, probably not. Would be kind of cool if it was, though, because, airplanes. Airplanes. Let's see. So 7777 sects, but the sanctification cosmosophy. All right, yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure. Agalok the Mantle versus Ghost Brigade until fear no longer defines us. Man, I feel like every time I do one of these live streams, I just realize how much I suck because I don't know Ghost Brigade. I've never heard that band in my life, so it's gonna be Agalok by default. Yeah, I know. Shame on me. Poser alert, fucking poser over here. Yeah, so I've never heard Ghost Brigade, but The Mantle is a damn good album. Even if it's not personally my favorite Agalok album, I'm more partial to Pale Folklore personally, but it is a damn good album. Not sure if it is, to be completely honest with you. I mean, it probably is, and I was just making a dumb joke because you know me and airplanes. I love airplanes. Oh, dude, The Mantle. Yeah, the Mantle's a good album. Damn good album. Well, don't worry, that's the only Ghost Brigade album I know. I'll have to check them out. If you're comparing them to Agalok, I'll probably dig them. Ooh, Dio's Lock Up the Wolves versus Black Sabbath's Tear. I gotta go with Tear on this one. Even though Feels Good to Me is a garbage song that should not have been on that album, dude, Tear is like one of the most underrated Black Sabbath albums. That's like their almost power metal album, and I love it personally. Like the Anno Mundi, the Jerusalem, the Sabbath Stones, Heaven in Black. It's a really good album. Granted, Lock Up the Wolves is a damn good album too, but I personally, I'm going to go with Tear because I love Tear. Lock Up the Wolves. Lock Up the Wolves. Yeah, it's a good album. Great album, honestly. I mean, yeah, maybe a bit underrated because I feel like obviously the first two Dio albums are the ones that hog all the limelight. But Dio's got tons of great albums, even though he's got maybe one or two stinkers. Lock Up the Wolves is a good album. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, yay, more albums than I know, so I can not look stupid. Dissection, Storm of the Light's Bane, or Marduk, Vows of the Unlight. Personally, for me, I'm going to go with Marduk, Vows of the Unlight. That I absolutely love that album. Granted, Storm of the Light's Bane, phenomenal album. Like that is a top tier melodic black metal album. Like really, one of the greatest black metal albums of all time. I'm not going to dispute that whatsoever. But yeah, Marduk, Those of the Unlight, that's my second favorite Marduk album, right behind Heaven Shall Burn. I absolutely love that album. So for me, Marduk, yeah. Marduk, one of my all-time favorite black metal bands. Dark Angel's new one is a dud, apparently. Don't recommend checking it out. Well, I haven't checked out the whole thing, but I did check out bits and pieces of it, and yeah, it's pretty bad. It's major disappointment. It's not the comeback album that we wanted, like, at all. It's bad. It's a flat out bad album. It's not even like a thrash metal album. It's like a boring ass groove metal album with terrible production. Yeah, no, New Dark Angel's fucking dog shit. And Gene Hoglan, I love you, but you could not save that album. Dissection, yeah, again, yeah. See, I agree, Spencer. Like totally, I can understand either choice because they're both phenomenal Swedish black metal albums. Like those are like arguably like the two most essential like Swedish black metal albums, you could argue. Well, maybe not the most two because Bathory, obviously, but those two are definitely up there for sure in terms of like just capturing the sound, the essence of second wave Swedish black metal, I should say, second wave. That New Corner was awesome. Yeah, I still need to check it out because I am terrible at keeping up with new releases, even for bands that I love. But I am super fucking excited to check out that New Corner because it's probably going to kick ass because, has New Corner have a single bad song even? Well, okay, excluding their cover songs. No, they don't have a bad song. Again, excluding their covers because, oh boy, their covers are, they're not good. Point blank, thrash metal bands should not cover classic rock songs. They should just not do it because every time they do it, it's fucking bad. Ooh, this is a good one. Opeth Ghost Reveries versus Catatonia Dead End Kings. This is a little bit tougher, honestly. See, Ghost Reveries, I do love it, even if it's not one of my favorite Opeth albums. Um, Honestly, I'd probably say Ghost Reveries though, because I mean, Dead End Kings is an awesome album too. But I mean, Ghost Reveries, again, even though it's not like my favorite Opeth album, it's still got tons of great songs on it, like Bane of the Hounds, Ghost of Perdition, Grand Conjuration. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say Ghost Reveries on that one. But Dead End Kings, that's another good album too. If it was like Great Cold Distance or like Viva Emptiness versus Ghost Reveries, I probably would have gone with Catatonia. And if it was Brave Murder Day, that would have been a no-brainer Catatonia for me. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, speaking of, recently disappointing albums, that last Catatonia album was kind of a dud in my opinion. I didn't get a chance to review it just because time, but yeah, that last Catatonia album, definitely my least favorite Catatonia album so far, at least. What I'm probably gonna do is because there is a bunch of because there's a bunch of albums I wanted to review this year, but I've missed like New Catatonia, New Benediction, and couple other ones. I'm probably just gonna compile them all into one video and just talk about them, like make under like an albums I missed type thing. So I'll probably do that. Pick Opeth for me. Again, I can understand why someone would pick either, but I agree with Opeth. I think the act of darkening from Dead End Kings should have been an official song instead of a bonus track. Yeah, no, I could agree with that for sure. That's a really good song. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of a common thing too. I feel like sometimes bonus tracks are better than some tracks on the actual album, which unfortunate, but it's a thing that happens. New Catatonia album is okay, but yeah, disappointing. Yeah, I mean it's not terrible, but it was definitely a big drop off from even the last album, honestly. Opeth Blackwater Park versus Catatonia, The Great Cold Distance. Ooh, see that's a little bit tricky for me because I love The Great Cold Distance. That's up there with my favorite Catatonia albums. But I also really really love Blackwater Park. That's my second favorite, probably second favorite Opeth album. Blackwater Park. Man, I'm sorry, Catatonia. Catatonia's getting kind of shit on, but man, that hurts because I do love Catatonia. I think they're an amazing, phenomenal band, but pairing them up with with other great albums. So I gotta go Blackwater Park. Sorry, Catatonia. I love, but again, I love The Great Cold Distance. Again, if it was Brave Murder Day, I would have gone with Brave Murder Day. Damn guitars. Yeah, I know this guy or person is fucking. Ugh, some of their choices are just mean. It's mean. Oh, I don't want to hide that. I want to see what people's comments are. There we go. Mean, but yeah, Blackwater Park. Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, Great Cold Distance is so damn good too. Yeah, no, I mean they're both phenomenal albums. Again, really no wrong choice there, in my opinion. You can go pick either, and I can understand why. That's always a tricky thing about like these album versus album questions, that sometimes they're both just great albums. So it's like I can totally understand why somebody would pick either one, honestly. I can totally understand that. Is my cat still in here? Did she? No, I think she went outside. Ooh, Pentagram versus Saint Vitus. Another tricky one, but I would probably say Pentagram. I just find myself listening to Pentagram more often than I do Saint Vitus, but that's really nothing against Saint Vitus. I do adore Saint Vitus and like the self-titled album or the first self-titled album because they have two for some fucking reason. Born Too Late, and just Hallows Victim, phenomenal albums, but yeah, I'd probably lean a bit more towards Pentagram, even though Bobby's kind of crazy. Evoken versus Enslaved. Two very different schools of thought, I will say. Like, Evoken and Enslaved really don't sound anything like each other. see, kind of an odd matchup, but I would definitely say Evoken. I do like Enslaved, but I'm not like I don't go crazy for Enslaved like I know a lot of people do. Like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, Enslaved!" Bah! But I'm not like that personally. But I do enjoy Enslaved quite a bit. But I'd definitely say Evoken just because, yeah, possibly my favorite Funeral Doom band. Possibly. For me, it's like really between them and Esoteric as to which is the best in my opinion. But man, I love Evoken so much, and I do like Enslaved a lot, but it's gonna be Evoken for me. But they're both very consistent. Very true, very true. Even though I will say Enslaved does have kind of a more steady evolution in their career because they obviously started off as just kind of a much more straight up black metal slash Viking metal kind of band, and over time they became more of a prog blackened prog kind of band, but they definitely do have a bit of an evolution. But yeah, I agree, they are both very consistent bands. Haha, yep. Yeah, no, I agree. I feel I should say St. Vitus, but I've listened to Pentagram recently and haven't exactly listened to Vitus yet. I mean, dude, say from the dude dude, St. Vitus is fucking. If you love Pentagram, you'll love St. Vitus too. Like, I would say start with Born Too Late because that's, in my opinion, their best album. But I mean, really, I mean, some of the later albums aren't as strong in my opinion. But yeah, no, I would say that. Uh, yeah, I would say Born Too Late is probably their best. But yeah, I would say I do love both of those bands. So again, it's a tough question for me. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of that's just my take on Enslaved. What's your favorite disc from Songs from the North? Songs from. Oh, right. I for some reason was blanking on what that was for a minute. Songs from the North 1, 2, or 3. I will be completely honest in saying that I have not listened to the entirety of Songs from the North just because it is 3 like albums and like they're like almost an hour long. Well, I guess I can't talk for some reason. Disc 2 is only about 42 minutes long, but the other 2 are almost an hour long. So I admittedly have not listened to the whole thing just because, again, it is basically 3 albums, or well, it is basically 3 albums. But from what I have heard, I guess I would probably lean a little more towards uh, disc 1, just because that's the one I've probably listened to the most out of them. But I'll do a Swallow the Sun ranking someday, and you'll find out my true thoughts. Because again, I still need to listen to all 3 in their entirety. I still really enjoy Frost and Eld from their earlier albums for sure. Oh yeah, no, I think Frost is a pretty badass album. Eld's a really good one too. I think Early Enslaved is pretty cool. What is up, Maholi High? Malolo High? I'm sorry, I know I absolutely butchered that. For your age, you're dedicated. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm just I just kind of like I love music and I love discovering new music and I love talking about new music. So that's just kind of what I do, I suppose. Oh, yep. Songs from the North 1, 2, and 3. That is Swallow the Sun. You are correct. It's like 2 hours of music, I think. Yeah, like 2.5 hours of music. Kind of. Yeah, I agree. It's very very daunting at first, for sure. I mean, I love long albums because again, I'm a big fan of like Esoteric and stuff, and like most of Esoteric's albums are like an hour and a half long. So yeah, but yeah, the 2.5 hours is a bit lengthy for sure. I really enjoy Vitrectomy from Mitochondrion last year. I still need to check out Mitochondrion. I know, once again, shame on me, but yeah, I know I've heard of Mitochondrion. I've heard they're absolutely bonkers, like dissonant, crazy black metal, death metal, whatever. I know they're from actually, are they from? I know they're from Canada, but I think they might be from Vancouver actually. So they might actually be local, like to me. Yeah, they are Vancouver, British Columbia. So yeah, they're a local band. So shame on me for not knowing them. Well, I say local; it's like 2 hours away, but you know what I mean. Oh, Aaron, you and your questions. Morbid Angels, Lou Divinum Insanus versus Metallica and Lou Reed's Lulu. they're both shit. That's like asking, would you rather sit bare ass onto a cactus or sit bare ass onto a bed of nails? They're both dog shit. So I really don't want to pick either one, but I uh, I mm, Lulu maybe is slightly better. I'm not even better, just like I slightly more listenable, possibly. I don't know. Okay, I'll go with Lulu just because I do the lyric. I cut my legs and tits off whenever I think of Boris Karloff. Always makes me laugh whenever I hear it. So I guess we'll go with that, just kind of for the slight entertainment factor. There's nothing redeemable about Illumina Manus, so yeah, fuck. But that terrible question. That bad. Been listening to them a lot recently. Mitochondrion, yeah. Again, I still need to check them out. So shame on me. I'm 55, an old school thrasher, and the last corner is one of the best comebacks ever. That's what I've heard. So yeah, I've heard. I still have not heard it yet, but I will put up a review for it probably tomorrow or maybe the day after. But yeah, I do need to check out New Corner. But I've heard it's absolutely phenomenal. Like people are all over it, and I'm super fucking stoked to hear it. They're from Canada. Yes, yep, they are from Vancouver actually, which is about a 2-hour drive from my city. Which I mean, depending on traffic, obviously, but yeah, they're actually fairly local to me, which is pretty damn cool. Which one would probably be more funny? Between Lulu and Illumina Manus. I mean, Lulu would probably be the funnier one, maybe. Like Illumina Manus is just fucking cringeworthy. Like fucking, like the lyrics to fucking Radicult. Oh my god, what? Since when did Morbid Angel make fucking Mountain Dew commercial music? Like, fuck out of here. Yeah, like even if it was bad, they could have done better than fucking Illumina Manus. Like, I don't understand why that album it exists and why it's as bad as it is. Because again, even if it was bad, it could have been better. But holy shit, they really screwed the pooch on that one. Twisted Thrash Band. I mean, yeah, dude, Coroner, fucking awesome. Honestly, I mean, I don't like to use the word underrated too much, just because I feel like a lot of people throw around the term underrated quite a bit, and it ends up not having any more meaning. But Coroner are an underrated thrash band, in my opinion. Like they really should be up there with like the absolute giants like Overkill and Death Angel and stuff, but they do still kind of get overlooked a little bit, which is a damn shame because I mean just for their playing alone, they are insanely technical, but like still like great thrash songwriters. Like it's not like they don't get like lost in technicality. They still find a way to balance, the thrash metal intensity with all that complex and like proggy songwriting. Like they're just a great bunch of musicians, and all their albums are fucking amazing. Oh my god, no, we're not living hardcore Radicult. I am living softcore. I don't know what would the opposite of Radicult be. Softcore milky mainstream. That's how I'm living. Yep, I'm living softcore milky mainstream. Anything other than fucking hardcore Radicult. 3-piece band, W2F. Yeah, for a fucking three-piece band, dude, they're insane fucking players. Like all three of them are just nuts. Illumina Manus is if Marilyn Manson wanted to do a death metal album. Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I could kind of see that, but I mean, honestly, even if it was Marilyn Manson, honestly, I mean, I don't like Marilyn Manson at all, but he could probably do a better job than fucking Illumina Manus. Yeah, no, it's not good at all. It's down there with the worst metal albums of all time. I don't know if it's like the absolute worst, but it's down there. It's down there with yeah, no, it's bad. It's just a flat out fucking awful, terrible album, and I hate it so much. Ugh, I have to down this whole pack of hot tamales just to fucking forget about that album. Ooh, this will go back up. Just a second. Bloodbath, Nightmares Made Flesh, or Morbid Angel formulas fatal to the flesh? That's a pretty good matchup, actually. Kind of different, different styles of death metal, but both pretty good albums. Personally, I would say Nightmares Made Flesh. If it was Gateways to Annihilation, I probably would have gone with Morbid Angel because that's personally my favorite of the Steve Tucker era. But I mean, Formulas Fail to the Flesh, dude. That album is awesome. Like that's the heaviest Morbid Angel album, like without doubt. But dude, Nightmares Made Flesh is, that's just like killer old school Swedish death metal done almost to perfection. Like dude, Eaton, fucking, what was it, Brave New Hell? Yeah, I love that album. So and Peter Tägtgren on that album, arguably like his best like death metal vocal performance. Dude, the vocals on Nightmares Made Flesh are fucking insane. But I do love Formulas Fatal to the Flesh too. But yeah, Nightmares Made Flesh for me. The Battle of the Fleshes. At least Marilyn did a good Bowie album. I mean, which one was that? I really can't say just because, again, not a Manson fan, so I can't say for sure. Right now, it seems my nephew and my girlfriend are bonding over some Miku games on her phone. So precious. Oh, that's so sweet. That's cute. That yeah. But good for you. Good for you, man. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah. Man. That's just cute. So cute. Ace fixes the Rack versus Autopsy's Severed Survival. I gotta go with Severed Survival on this one. The Rack, it's grown on me quite a bit more because I used to be not like super into the Rack, but it's grown on me quite a bit. Severed Survival though was fucking the best Autopsy album in my opinion, and also just a nasty death metal album. I love that album, and like, dude, fucking Charred Remains, Service for a Vacant Coffin. What else is on there? Like, fuck, why am I blanking on some names? Gasping for Air, Ridden with Disease, Pagan Savior. Yeah, I gotta go with Severed Survival on that one. And dude, fucking, you have Steve DiGiorgio. Oh, it's on that album. Steve DiGiorgio's a god amongst men. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, or Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. Again, kind of an interesting matchup. I mean, I feel like they're both, again, kind of different. Well, they're similar, but they're also different kind of styles and more like kind of pop rock, I guess you could say, for both of them, even though obviously Bat Out of Hell is a more like dramatic. Sorry, this candy's melting in my hand. More dramatic, operatic kind of rock style, I guess. Personally, I actually don't know. I do really like both of them. Maybe Bat Out of Hell just because Rumors. I do love that album, but it is very overplayed. Like, dude, you can't go walking down the street without hearing The Chain or Go Your Own Way being played somewhere. Just, Rumors is very overplayed, but so I would probably say Bat Out of Hell just because it's not as overplayed. I don't feel like, but I do love both of those albums. So really, flip a coin, honestly. The Rack for me, yeah, I know you just saw Haze Fix, so that probably sure influenced your decision maybe a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I do. The Rack has grown on me quite a bit. I think it is still absolutely overshadowed by Last One on Earth, but yeah, the Rack is a damn good album. Like Vermin and Diabolical Existence are two of my favorite Haze Fix songs. Actually, what's your age? Your knowledge about old school is superb. I am 18 years old. Which apparently some people think I'm older, apparently, but yep, I am 18 years old. I was born in 2007. So, yep, and your knowledge of old school is superb. I mean, I just like old school music, I guess. I mean, really not much more to it than just me liking old music and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, that's like the style of metal that I got into because I got into, Metallica and Black Sabbath at a young age, and then it just kind of all spread from there. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I just heard some noises outside. Probably just the house being the house or whatever. Not even coming from outside, actually. It was raining earlier, so maybe something fell down. Regardless, man, love hot tamales. And also people hate hot tamales, which, I mean, I get it. Spicy cinnamon candy. Not for everybody, but dude, I could eat this entire pack right now. Hot tamales. See, what is the weather doing right now, actually? Because it was raining quite a bit earlier. Oh. You can actually hear it once you stop talking. It is still raining, so... Yep, been raining all day. Pretty cold and miserable, but it's kind of a nice break from the relentless heat of the summer. So I don't mind it, personally. Just got back home. Just got back off the trolley. Just got back off the trolley, mate. Oh, glad to hear you made it home safe and sound, of course. Ooh, this is a nice matchup. Doritos spicy nacho versus spicy sweet chili. Wait, spicy nacho? I don't think I've ever had those. I've had the sweet chili heat, but yeah, spicy nacho. I've never seen these before. Is this like an American thing? Because I've never seen these before. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be sweet chili heat by default, but yeah, I've never had spicy nacho Doritos. I've never even seen these before. I guess I'll have to try some. Whenever, is that like an American thing, or is it just not in any of the stores here? Because I've never seen those personally. Same here. It seems to have passed over in Missouri. Yeah, it's probably raining a bit throughout the continent, I'd imagine. Powerman 5000 versus Dope. I don't like either. Probably Powerman 5000 though, because they're at least a little bit more listenable. I don't like Dope at all. I think Dope is fucking garbage personally, but yeah, again, it's like that's kind of like at the tail end of new metal, industrial metal. So yeah, that's kind of when like it was really starting to run thin. So yeah, I again flip a coin because I don't care for either, honestly. What about Ian Watkins? I think we talked about him earlier. I'm just gonna say he had it coming. So yeah, and yeah, moving on because I don't really feel like talking about that person anymore. I put person in quotations because fuck that guy. But yeah, he's not getting any sympathy from me. That's for damn sure. Crossfade versus default. So okay. I honestly don't know if I can really pick either. I don't listen to either. Like I know they're both just like butt rock, like 2000s butt rock bands. Like Will's Crossfade, like they're both like one hit wonders too, weren't they? Like Crossfade had that one song, was it Cold or something? Was their one hit? Yeah, whatever. So that's my answer is whatever. David Bowie, Hunky Dory, or Billy Joel, Glass Houses? Probably Hunky Dory for me personally. I'm not like the world's biggest fan of either, honestly, but I have listened to more David Bowie than Billy Joel, and Hunky Dory. It has that fuck, what's that one Bowie song that I really like? I'm gonna double check. What is it? Is it Oh yeah, Life on Mars. That's the one song on this album that I really like. Yeah, so that's probably my pick, Hunky Dory, because I do really like the song Life on Mars. Again, I don't really listen to a whole ton of either. I probably should though, but yeah, that's me. Fair, yeah. Again, I don't listen to either of them, so I realistically can't say for sure. So that's my answer. Ugh. Let's see, how long has it been going for? Oh wow, only an hour. Well, I guess I did start the stream fairly late, so yeah, probably not going to go for like super long. Again, this is going to be kind of a hanging out, dicking around kind of stream, just chatting about stuff and all. I will probably do more more different kind of live streams, because I do want to do tier lists on these streams sometime. Maybe I think that would be fun. Like we kind of do over on the over on Thrash Maniac 99's channel. But yeah, that'd probably be fun to do here. We'll probably do one of those sometime in the future. Dark Tranquillity versus Mor's Principium Est. I still need to get into Mor's Principium Est. I still have not heard that anything from that band. Shame on me. Once again, I know. Shame on me. So yeah, Dark Tranquillity by default. I do love Dark Tranquillity, but I still need to check out Mor's Principium Est. So yeah, for me, yeah. Again, I suck at this. Sorry. Oh yay, 2 albums that I actually know. Thank God. Molested, Blood-Drum, or Infestor to the Depths in Degradation. That's kind of a tough matchup, honestly, because these are both damn good albums. Very, very similar, too, I would say. I'd say probably Molested for me, personally, because I think that was Oystein, before he went and did Borknagar. And, dude, Blood-Drums is just a kind of a crazy, underrated death metal album. To the Depths is a fucking creepy, sinister sounding album. Not the biggest fan of the vocals on Infestor. They're a little cartoony in my opinion, but dude, that Molested album is fucking badass. I have that album on CD actually, and I love it personally. Propagandhi versus Sum 41. I did used to listen to Sum 41 a little bit, like back before I was like into more metal type stuff. Like I listen to them a little bit. I don't really listen to them anymore though. I've heard of Propagandhi, but I couldn't tell you the first thing about them. So I guess by default, Sum 41, because I've actually listened to them. But again, that's like not really, because I don't really listen to them anymore. So it's like, does my opinion really matter? Not really, but check out Unborn from Mor's Principium Est. I've heard that is a good album. Like I've heard Mor's Principium Est is like one of the best melodic death metal bands out there. But yeah, I gotta go check them out still. Next month in Belgium, I got a Paradise Lost gig with Messa. Check it out, Insane and Lacrimus Profunere, hymn style. Dude, that'd be a pretty fucking sick show. I've heard of Messa for sure. Lacrimus Profunere, don't know them, but I'm sure it'll be a fucking sick show. I mean, hymn style, so kind of that more gothic metal rock kind of. So yeah, probably that seems like a solid lineup. But yeah, dude, I would love to see Paradise Lost live. One of my all-time favorite bands. And dude, that new album, oh my God, that new album is fucking amazing. What is this? I have it on vinyl for Blood-Drum. Yeah, I mean, figured you do. You win your fucking vinyls. But yeah, Blood-Drum's a fucking sick album. It's like a folky incantation, kind of, but also like weird. It's a strange album, but it's fucking so damn good. Sup, Blood Pool. Do you like prawns? Do you like that prawn song, Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck? I just uploaded a death metal cover of it. Sounds cool. I've been doing vocals for about 25 years, so it's not like I suck. I do love that. I do like that prawn song quite a bit. I love prawn personally, but so you uploaded a death metal cover, and you left your little thing here. I can't click on this because I don't think I can't, because I don't think you can post links in the comment section. So yeah, I can't see that, but I'll probably check it out just to see if it's about what it's all about. I can sound pretty much identical to Glenn Benton too. Bold claim, but yeah, I'll check it out and give you a little evaluation, I suppose. Okay, in the case of the new Propagandhi, you should totally check it out. Even Thrall's covered it. Yeah, I'll probably check it out. I know it's like kind of, because I did watch the what is it? The fuck? Why am I blanking? The fucking metal or not metal segment Nick does over in Falls. He talked about Propagandhi, so I'll probably check it out just to see what it's about. I don't know if I'll like it, but yeah, it's worth a shot. Anime smirk, you. No lie, lol. Well, I'll take your word for it, but I'll definitely check it out just to see what it's about. Hopefully it's good. Prawn is guitar oriented. Yeah, definitely. Prawn is very, very riff oriented for sure. Tommy Victor, again, great Great riff writer, just riffs for days with Prawn. Oh boy, Jackal versus Cinderella. Cinderella, that's easy. Dude, Jackal fucking sucks. I hate that band. But like the first Cinderella album, like yeah, like they had the glam metal, hair metal aesthetic, but it just kind of sounds like a slightly heavier AC/DC. Like really, that's what it sounds like. Kind of just sounds like a heavy blues rock album, and it's honestly pretty damn good. Whereas Jackal's always sucked in my opinion. So yeah. All right, next up we have Infinity War versus Matt Reeves' Batman. Never saw Infinity War, and I don't think I've seen Matt Reeves' Batman either. So, the Batman. Yeah, no, I've not seen the Batman. So, yeah, I can't say either. So, yeah, again, I'm not a big superhero guy, honestly. Like, there's the Dark Knight trilogy for me, and then that's about. And I guess Unbreakable might count as a superhero movie too. But other than that, not a superhero guy, so I can't say. Cool beans. Hope you dig it. I hope you actually check it out. I will. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fucking. Yeah, I'm not gonna. You know. Why do you hate Jackal? Just because they sound like a deep fried a southern AC/DC. They like it's a poor man's AC/DC and a poor man's Leonard Skinner all brought up into just brought up into one ball of suck. Really, I just don't like Jackal at all. I don't think they're a good band at all. Ooh, Running Wild or Stratovarius, probably my two favorite European power metal bands. I love both of these guys. Uh, I probably have to say Stradivarius. I love Running Wild. I really, really do. So that's not an easy question, but dude, Stradivarius is probably my favorite European power metal band, and I absolutely love like again a couple albums I'm not as big into, but like Destiny and hair in my mouth and fucking Visions. Visions is so fucking good, and yeah, dude, what's it? Yeah, Infinite. I love Stradivarius. I do love Running Wild too, though. So that again, not tough question. It's like Jerusalem is the best white metal band. White metal. I presume you mean Christian metal. Let's see, Jerusalem. There's a couple Jerusalem bands. I don't know which one. I honestly really really not sure which one you would be referring to, but yeah, I mean, Christian metal, some Christian metal is pretty damn good, I would say. I mean, a lot of it is kind of just meh to me, but there's some of it that is pretty damn good. Oh, what is this? We talked about before in the comments about Broken Hope and Joe Tachik. Glenn Benton was always my favorite until I found out about Joe. He had the most monstrous growl ever. Yeah, dude, Joe Tachik, fucking phenomenal vocalist. I miss him. I wish he was still around. But yeah, dude, like in terms of like the real brutal death metal vocals, he just embodied that style. He just had this super low, nasty, guttural vocal that was just disgusting. And yeah, I love Joe Tachik. I love Broken Hope. Yeah, I would agree. He's up there. I think he is in my top 3 favorite death metal vocalists for sure. Especially like for brutal death metal, he's without a doubt my favorite. But he's up there for sure, though. Running Wild for me. I love Running Wild. I do love Running Wild, so that hurts a little bit, but I think I love Stradivarius just ever so slightly more. Stained Class or Painkiller. Again, I love both of these albums. Like Stained Class, the best of their 70s albums. Painkiller, the best of their late 80s, early 90s albums. But yeah, Painkiller, I gotta go with Painkiller. It's still my favorite Judas Priest album. When I saw them live, they played a lot off of Painkiller, actually, which I was kind of, I mean, I get it's, the 35th anniversary of Painkiller and stuff, but they played a lot off it. Like they played, obviously, the title track. What else? They played Hell Patrol, All Guns Blazing, and fucking, dude, Touch of Evil. They played Touch of Evil. That was so fucking sick. I love Touch of Evil. That song's so good. But I gotta go Painkiller. Yeah, even though I love Stained Class for sure. Yeah, again, Stained Class is a fucking phenomenal album too. Dude, Destiny and Visions is amazing. Yeah, I know, dude. Both of those albums are just perfect albums. R.I.P. Joe. Yeah, dude, very, very unfortunate what happened to him because, yeah, damn good vocalist. It sucks that he's not around. I grew up listening to Christian metal as a young man. Yeah, I see. I didn't really see metal didn't become a thing in my house until like after my parents got divorced when I was quite young. Because I mean, for many years I grew up in a very Christian household. So I mostly listened to like a lot of Christian music, not any like Christian metal, but a lot of like Christian pop and like Christian rock, kind of, and a lot of like Christian like radio shows and stuff. That's what I listened to growing up. And then I got into metal when my parents, again, when they initially divorced. And yeah, so I got into like Metallica and Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden, all those bands. Basically, so yeah, Christian metal wasn't a thing ever for me, like when I was like really, really young. Because I don't know, I just kind of I don't know. I don't think I avoided it necessarily, but I just never really seeked it out. So yeah, Christian Mel for me kind of escaped me a little bit when I was younger. A Hill to Die Upon is probably still my favorite Christian metal band. I feel like I've heard of that band. Again, let me look it up because again, I suck apparently because I don't know half the bands you guys are talking about. Hill to Die Upon. Oh, American Black and Death Metal. Okay. Okay, that hmm. Musically, the band is compared primarily to Behemoth as well as Immortal, Naglfar, and Old Man's Child. Okay, that yeah, I'll definitely check it out then because I do enjoy all those bands. Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I know they're really weren't always a Christian metal band for their career, but Trouble would probably still be my favorite, like Christian metal band. What else was it? Incubus, not the alternative rock band, but the death metal band, or I guess they went by Opprobrium. Opprobrium. I always fuck up that name, but yeah, that band's fucking sick too. Oh, yep, you bring up a good one too, Mortification. Even though like I only really like the early albums, the early Mortification's damn solid Christian death metal. It's Black and Death Metal. Yeah, that's what I read when I looked them up. I'll definitely check them out though because I am quite curious to see what they're all about. I mean, they're being compared to bands that I really love, so you know. What else was it? Warlord? Yeah, Warlord's another fucking awesome Christian metal band, more traditional heavy metal. Ooh, this is a mean one. This might be the meanest one so far. Crowbar, Oddfellows Rest, or COC's Deliverance. I mean, speaking of COC, I did just see them live with Judas Priest and Alice Cooper. They opened for them. They were fucking sick. They played a bunch of stuff off of Deliverance, of course. They played, Clean My Wounds and Albatross and a couple others. So man, that fucking that's mean. That's so mean. Man, I don't even know what I'd pick. Aaron, you are diabolical sometimes. Um, all right, just by just by a hair, just by the tiniest little hair possible. I gotta go with Oddfellows Rest, but man, that's mean. That's mean, dude. I love Deliverance. I love COC. I gotta go with Oddfellows Rest though. That again, mean as shit. Mean. Bad, Aaron. Bad. Similar to Behemoth with a more slower tempo. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm curious. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check them out then. OMG Crowbar. Yeah. Again, it's mean. It's such a mean question, but I mean, dude, the riff on Plants Collide. How can you top that? That's a tall order. It's not even my favorite Crowbar album, but dude, I fucking love Crowbar, so you know. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Tyler. Oh, oh, dude, Serpent Temptation by Incubus slash Opprobrium is amazing. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, dude, that album is fucking whoop ass. You are a diabolical motherfucker. You are a diabolical motherfucker. What's this? Ever heard German Warpath Against Everyone? Heaviest shit ever. I don't think I've heard that. Let me look. So German Warpath. Their album Against Everyone. Have you say it's the heaviest shit ever? Yeah, I've not heard this band actually. Let's see. Thrash metal, they're compared to Holy Moses, Testament, Sepultura. Not great reviews on the archives, but then again, the archives can be very, very wrong. So yeah, I'll give it a listen. I'll give it a whirl and see what the heck it's all about. Can I ruin some Crowbar song lyrics for you? The song "All I Had I Gave," the lyric "All I Had I Gave" sounds like "All the head I gave." LOL. Um, I don't hear that personally. But I mean, who knows? Maybe you might have just ruined that song for me. If you did, I'm going to not be your friend because I do love that song. But yeah, you might have ruined it for me. I'll get back to you on that. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. At least you apologized in advance. I'll give you credit there. You'll love it. All right. Well, I mean, if you say it, I'll love it. I'll check it out. See, see what the heck it's all about. Again, not super great reviews so far here. I'm gonna check Metal Storm as well because usually the people on Metal Storm are a bit more level-headed than the people in the archives. Sometimes, but okay. All right. Yeah. I'll check it out. Just watch the video with that in mind. LOL. Yeah. No. I'll get back to you to see if you've ruined it for me or not because I've never heard that personally. To me, I just hear "All I Had I Gave," but who knows? You might have done gone and ruined it for me, Mister Blood Pool, freaking pool of blood. Stop pooling on the floor. Go clean yourself up. Get a mop. Get a bucket and a mop for this wet ass blood pool. Wab P. I don't think that song would have been as big of a hit if it was wet ass blood pool instead of wet ass pussy. I don't think it would have popped off quite as much. Oh, sorry about my name as well. Oh no, that's not me. Your name's not a problem. That's just me being a douchebag. That's just me being a prick. So yeah, I'm the one who should be apologizing to you for making fun of you. So I apologize for making fun of your username. I just thought it was kind of funny. Well, yeah. All I Had I Gave is awesome. Oh yeah, that song is fucking awesome. Probably for me though, my favorite song off that album is High Rate Extinction. Even though man, Existence Punishment is really up there too. I mean, that whole album is fucking amazing because you also have Fixation is another really good one off that album. I do love the No Quarter cover that they do. I don't think it tops the original, like not even close, but it's a damn solid cover. But yeah, the whole self-titled album, fucking amazing album. Definitely that was like the first real Crowbar album to me because, Obedience for Suffering was a solid start, but it was pretty rough around the edges. Like the production on it was pretty bad. And the songs were good. They just weren't, it wasn't quite there yet. Like Crowbar hadn't really fully developed their sound yet. So for me, the self-titled was a massive improvement, but yeah, I mean, for me, Sonic XS will probably always be my favorite. Will probably always be my favorite Crowbar album because I absolutely adore every single song on the album. That's a fucking desert island album for me. I'm not going anywhere without it. So, yeah. Power Doom, they invented it. Power Doom. I mean, I would just call it sludge. Honestly, like I don't think like power like I wouldn't call it power doom. Like I guess is that a portmanteau of power violence and doom or power metal and doom? I mean, I would just call it sludge metal. Like, and I don't know if they invented it necessarily, but they definitely were one of the pioneers for sure. And I would argue they are the best sludge metal band around. That's my opinion. I mean, Acid would probably be the best if they had more than 2 albums. So sucks to suck, I guess. Immolation Clue. This is a good one. Close to a World Below or Incantation's Diabolical Conquest. These are both really, 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 really good albums. Close to a World Below is damn good, but it is not my favorite Immolation album. For me, my favorite Immolation album is Unholy Cult. So if it was Unholy Cult versus Diabolical Conquest, this would have been much more difficult. But because you went with my second favorite Immolation album versus my favorite Incantation album, I gotta go with Diabolical Conquest because, dude, that fucking album is, it's so fucking good. Every single song on that album, like, United Repugnance, Ethereal Misery, like that's like the perfect Incantation album. Daniel Corchado, one of the best death metal vocalists in my opinion, and the vocals on that album are fucking amazing. Just riffs, nastiness, dirtiness, cavernous, evilness, all the nisses that you can think of. Diabolical Conquest has got it in spades. I love that album. Yeah, so for me, Diabolical Conquest. The Godfather Part 1 versus The Goodfellas. I gotta go with Goodfellas on this one. If it was Part 2, this would have been a lot more difficult. Like, Part 1 is fucking incredible. Like, I'm not taking anything away from it. It just has a couple, like, little quirks about it that kind of take me out of it a little bit. Like the scene where Sonny goes and tries to beat up Carlo. Like, there's a lot of, air punches in that scene. That kind of takes me out of the movie a little bit. Just little shit like that in Part 1 of The Godfather that kind of annoys me. Whereas in Goodfellas, I don't really notice anything like that. So for me, I'd probably say Goodfellas. And with Part 2, they, of The Godfather, they worked out all those little kinks. So yeah, but I would say the Goodfellas because, man, it's Goodfellas. How can you say no to Goodfellas? How can you say no? Well, Aaron, yeah, this guy is Aaron. He is a diabolical motherfucker. As I've said, his choices are cruel more often than not. No, that's interesting. I fucking respect it. Yeah, I mean, I know Close to a World Below. I know that's like the album most people are like, love from Immolation. I love it too. Again, it's my number 2. I'm not dissing it at all. It's a fucking phenomenal album. Just for me, it for me, it's just my second favorite because I think Unholy Cult is just a slightly again, it's like just by a little microscopic inch, like a micro, not even a microscopic inch. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Whatever, like the smallest conceivable human measurement is so far, that's how far ahead it is for me. So it's really fucking close. What does it say? The Shining shines, lol. Yeah, the Shining. I don't know if you're talking about the movie or like the band, but yeah, The Shining shines. Or I okay, sorry, I'm a bit lost. Maybe my brain is kind of not working at super. I guess maybe you're talking about The Shining. You probably are talking about The Shining, the movie. Yep. I mean, love that movie. That's honestly one of the few Kubrick movies I'm kind of a fan of because another kind of hot take for me personally. I'm not a big fan of Stanley Kubrick. Honestly, most of his movies I really kind of struggle to get into for the most part. Like, there's a few that I love. Like, I love The Shining and Full Metal Jacket and Paths of Glory. Like, those are the 3 that I really, really like from Stanley Kubrick. And like Barry Lyndon, it's okay. Eyes Wide Shut, I don't care for it all. The Killing is boring as shit. 2001 can fuck off. I hate that movie. It's so fucking boring and unnecessarily long. Honestly, my favorite Incantation album is Mortal Throne of Nazarene. Yeah, I mean, I do really like that album. I think it was my number 6 when I did my Incantation ranking. My only real gripe with that album is just kind of the production. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's kind of little thin, a little gainy, but the songs are amazing. Like, dude, like Ibex Moon, Abolishment of Immaculate Serenity, like Abolishment of Immaculate Serenity, that's like one of the top 5 best Incantation songs. I fucking love that song. And I mean, of course, Craig Pilliard, say what you will about him as a person, but he is a fucking nasty vocalist. Clockwork is the best. See, I've only seen like half of A Clockwork Orange, so I really can't give up my full opinion on that. I've only seen half of it, so for the other half, the half I did see, I kind of admittedly didn't really care for all that much. I know it's probably going to be quite a hot take for some people about me saying, "Oh, I don't really care for Stanley Kubrick," because yeah, I know a lot of people say Kubrick was the greatest filmmaker of all time. So I just prefer a lot of other movie directors. Honestly, that's my take. My favorite Kubrick film was The Moon Landing. Yeah, no, that was a great one. The much better than 2001: A Space Odyssey, for sure. This is almost empty. I might as well. Actually, no, there's still a little bit left in there. I can't talk. Still need to go see Incantation and or Immolation live. Yeah, I do too. I would fucking love to see both of them live. I mean, if they ever like play like the same show, if they ever go on like the same tour together or something, that would be fucking dope. Like, but I mean, I would love to see either one of them because I mean, again, the two of the most influential bands in death metal, like the amount of bands that sound like fucking Incantation and Immolation that pop up even today it's fucking insane how many bands sound like both of them. And yeah, I'd love to see them live too. I would also love to see like Dead Congregation live at some point, maybe. I'd love to see Drawn and Quartered live, and think of all the basically a lot of the fucking Incantation, Immolation bands. Actually, is Dead Congregation still touring? Are they like doing anything? Actually, don't know. Are they still active? Well, apparently they're still active. It's just been a while since they've released something. So, I mean, I think they do play shows and stuff still, if I recall correctly. Dude, both in the same bill will be Majestic. Dude, that would be that would be absolutely fucking sick, dude. See both of them, or even if they just like played the same festival together at some point, like if they went and played like Maryland Death Fest together or something. Excuse me, something that would be fucking sick. But yeah, seeing both of them live, that would be like a dream come true for me for sure. Yeah, no, I love Aaron. I don't like either. I don't like either of these albums. I feel like it's well documented that I don't like either of these albums. I will say I respect Macabre more than I do Demilich, and I can at least respect Dahmer even if I hate the vocals and not really big into the music. Demilich can go fuck off as far as I'm concerned. I don't care for that band at all. Again, my hatred of Demilich is very well documented. Maybe not so much on this channel, but on Levi's channel, it's very well documented that I'm not a Demilich guy whatsoever. So yeah, they were in LA like last week, I believe. Dead Congregation. Oh, that's sick. So they are still touring and stuff. I mean, it's just why it's just been such a long time since they put out an album, or even a release. Like their last EP came out in 2016. So it's been 9 years since this fucking it's been 9 years since even just an EP, and they're 11 years since their last full length. So I mean, I would love to see a new Dead Congregation. Even if it's just like another EP or an album, I would love to see a new Dead Congregation thing. I agree with your thoughts on both two bands, honestly. Well, at least some people agree with me about Demilich being one of the most overrated death metal bands of all time. What about the German accent in Fresh? For me, as a Belgian doing English, it's trash on itself. Sodom is divine for me. Well, yeah, I do like metal bands like that where you can like really hear like their accent like coming through. I think like gives it a much more unique kind of charm. Like Sodom, of course, is definitely up there. Same with like Creator and stuff. But it's like even like Sepultura with like Max's vocals, and he has that kind of thick Brazilian accent coming through. It definitely adds a big charm for sure. So yeah, I agree. I do think it's fair. I do like it when like if not just like the German accent, but like when accents in general come through and like Mel or even like an Aspid because obviously a Russian band, the guy has a pretty thick Russian accent and it kind of comes through a bit in like the songwriting, even like outside of Fresh, like Aria is another great one with very he has a very distinct Russian accent. It sounds really good in my opinion. I love those super high vocals the Macabre dude does. They're funny. Too bad he can't do them anymore. See, I'm not a fan of them at all. I can't stand the super high pitched vocals. They just drive me nuts personally. So yeah, I just can't get into them. I don't care for the vocals in Macabre whatsoever. It's too bad you can't do any of them anymore. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of a shame that his vocals have kind of worn down over the years, I guess. But again, I'm not a fan of the high pitched vocals, so I'm also kind of happy about it. But again, it does suck that his voice has kind of gone downhill a bit for sure. At the show yesterday, I saw two guys wearing Dead Congregation tees. Oh, damn, like new like tour Dead Congregation tees, or were they just like the logo or whatever? Because if it is like if they are like touring, are they touring? Here, well, I'm gonna look it up. Dead Congregation. Oh, are they touring, or are they just like playing like random like gigs? Because yeah, I don't know. Because yeah, they. Huh, let's see. Lee's Palace, Dead Congregation. Okay, so they did play in where is this? Lee's Palace. Where is this? Let me find. Oh, damn. Is this in Toronto? Did they literally just play in Toronto like a few days ago? They did. They played in Toronto on the 3rd. Damn. Okay, so they are like playing tons of shows and stuff. That okay. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Unholy Trinity. Dead Congregation, Sedimentium, and Last Wretch. Okay. Okay, damn. So they are kind of like doing a tour then. That's fucking sick. Damn. Man. Macabre's drummer, OMG. Yeah, musically, Macabre isn't bad. Like, it's kind of like a fun hybrid of like death metal and grindcore and thrash metal, but those fucking vocals, man, I just cannot get past them. Cannot get past them. Not sure. I think it was a tour shirt for one of them, but it's probably older tees they had for a while. Fair. But I mean, they are playing. Like I said, they literally played in Toronto on the 3rd. So yeah, I mean, it sucks I couldn't go see them, but yeah, I had to be out of there by. I was only there for 3 days just to see Judas Priest. Pretty much go in, go watch Judas Priest, and then hop the fuck out. I wouldn't have been able to get in anyway because it was a 19+ venue, and I'm not 19 yet, so sucks to suck. But what can you do? What can you do? Just gotta live with it, right? Kind of itch. But yeah, would love to see Dead Congregation live for sure. Because both of their albums are just, again, it's like the perfect hybrid of incantation and immolation worship. Yeah, and like I said, Drawn and Quartered would be sick too, because I love that band. The last Drawn and Quartered album, that album rips. Don't worry, you will be able to very soon. I mean, I know you probably won't. I know it's probably not intended to sound ominous, but that sounds quite ominous. Don't worry, you will be able to see them very, very, very soon. Which one? Dead Congregation, Drawn and Quartered. Which one? Are they playing in Vancouver or something? Oh, okay. Oh. Or well, hey, yeah. All right. Pungent Stench, Amp Beauty. Oh, Amp Beauty, one of the best comeback albums as well. Yeah, that album, it's pretty good in my opinion. I'm not like, it's kind of like a more death and roll type album, I feel like, but it's pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's anywhere up there with, like Been Caught Buttering, or even like, hell, even the first one, For God Your Soul. And I think Smut Kingdom was probably slightly better, even though that was quite a bit later. Yeah, no, I feel like, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, I figured that's what you meant. It for some reason didn't click with me until like a few seconds after, just because I'm getting a little loopy for some reason. I don't know if it's just because it's late. It's 8:15 currently in my time zone, so maybe that's it. Do you like Zyklon? Cyclone Ion is my favorite death metal song. So good. I still need to check out Zyklon. I know they're like more industrial, like blackened death metal with Samoth from Emperor is in the band, of course, and Destructor from Merkskog and other bands as well. So yeah, I still need to check out Zyklon, but so I really can't say for sure. But I know they get compared a lot to like Behemoth and like Morbid Angel. So yeah, but I still need to get into Zyklon. I do like Zyklon B though, which is like the other Emperor like side project before Emperor, or not before Emperor, like before Zyklon there was Zyklon B, which were like more of like a black death metal or just kind of a straight black metal kind of hot band, but they were pretty damn good. No one beats Carcass, lol. I'm just gonna politely agree to disagree on that because I like Carcass. I don't love Carcass like a lot of people do. I'm not like a giant Carcass fan. So yeah. I mean, my favorite Carcass album is Necroticism, which I think is a very, very good album. And my second favorite is Swan Song, which I've gotten shit for that because a lot of people hate that album. I love it personally. I think it's very gets shit on way too much. It deserves a lot more love. Their first album was more black metal-y, didn't like that one very much. Their second and third albums I loved. All right, yes. Again, I will get around to Zyklon eventually. It's just again, there's so many fucking bands. It's hard to keep track of all of them, especially yeah. That's just the problem. There's too many bands. Too many bands. That's honestly the problem. Let's see. Hold on, I'm just gonna check something real quick. Oh, okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking one little thing. So did I post? Okay, good. All right. Yeah. All right. Right now we can get back to our regularly scheduled programming or content, whatever terminology you want to use. Well, it's empty now. Yeah, so all right, well, it looks like chat's slowed down a bit. Again, if anyone has any other questions or comments, just feel free to say pretty much anything, honestly, because you can type in whatever, and just anything to generate conversation, because again, it's just kind of a small hangout stream, nothing too crazy, just kind of chatting and hanging and stuff. So you'll probably go for maybe another half hour, 25 minutes or so, just because it is getting a little bit late and I still need to eat dinner, even though I did have a fairly late lunch. So, yeah. Oh, this is a great question, actually. I still have Titan Bloods from the Visceral Depths as my number one so far this year, but was curious what you currently have as your number one. I mean, fuck, dude, there's so many fucking albums that came out this year that I absolutely love. Like, New Druk is still like way up there for me in terms of new releases. What else, dude? The new Paradise Lost album was so fucking good. The new Havakrunu, that album is fucking absolutely incredible. What else? I'm just trying to look to see what else there is. Like again, there's just so many fucking killer albums this year. Like, dude, November's Doom was fucking sick. New Amorphous album was fucking sick, even though apparently some people don't like that album. I don't get why people would hate that album, but I love it personally. That fucking Titan Blood album is fucking insane. All their albums are fucking insane, but that album is so goddamn good that album is for sure going to be on my year-end list without a doubt. Dude, the new Sacrifice album is still up there for me. I think that was one of the best comebacks of the year. Like, I still think that album is absolutely fucking amazing. Dude, so many fucking killer albums this year. Like, so many killer albums, just tons. I mean, it's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to figure out my fucking top 10 albums of the year. That's gonna take a while. So yeah, I can't really say for sure what is my number one right now because again, there's tons of candidates. But yeah, I gotta say. Do you like Len Ben's vocals? He wasn't in your top 10. I do like his vocals. Like I liked his early, but I liked his vocals back in like the early days, like in the 90s and stuff. I think he sounded like genuinely evil and fucking like creepy. So yeah, I love that album. I loved his vocals back in the day. Nowadays, I don't think his vocals have aged super well, in my opinion. And I feel like, I mean, this has always kind of been a problem with me is that he does use too many effects on his vocals. I feel like the layering and stuff, like, yeah, it is cool, but it can be a bit grating honestly. So yeah, but I do. Yeah, he's not one of my all-time favorites, but I do think he is a solid vocalist, even if his vocals haven't aged particularly well. He doesn't sound bad necessarily. He just it hasn't aged like as well as say Martin Van Drunen or Ross Dolan. But I do like his vocals for sure. Entomb's Clandestine versus Dismember's Death Metal. I mean, that Dismember title is very apt. But Clandestine, I mean, of course, I mean, nothing beats Left Hand Path, obviously, but Clandestine's a damn good album. So is Death Metal, like especially for like later Dismember, that's one of the best ones. I'd probably say Clandestine right now, though. Honestly, I mean, I do still love Clandestine, like songs like Stranger's Aeon or Stranger Aeon, Sinner's Bleed. Of course, it doesn't have LG on the vocals, so it is kind of missing something a little bit there for me, in my opinion. But yeah, I'd probably say Clandestine at the moment. But Death Metal is a damn good album. If it was like one of the earlier Dismember albums or like Where Iron Crosses Grow, I probably would have gone with Dismember, honestly. Anyways, your rankings for bands are close to mine. Let's say, except for the Sabbath, Gilliam, Born Again. Yeah, see, I want to like Born Again, but the production on that album is fucking terrible. Like the mix is so bad on the original album. Usually, like production doesn't really bother me when it comes to albums, but the production on Born Again is just it's so bad. And Ian Gillan, I love Ian Gillan. He's an amazing vocalist. Was not a good fit for Black Sabbath. Like his vocal style just really does not fit with Black Sabbath. Like it really just didn't work for me. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people really love that album. That is definitely maybe the most divisive album in Black Sabbath's catalog because people either really love it or really hate it. I don't hate it. I just struggle to get into it. It's just again that not a fan of the vocals, not a fan of the production. Those are kind of the two things that really are the deal breaker for me for that album. Pretty sure Davis don't like Amorphous, lol. Well, I mean, Davis kind of doesn't like a lot of things. And, well, he also likes some questionable things. So, moving on. I think for me, the new Evoken might take my number one. I mean, yeah, I mean, knowing you, I know you liked Evoken. So, I mean, I know you love Evoken. I mean, I do too. Again, I still need to hear it, but I mean, knowing how much I love Evoken, knowing how much of a whore I am for Evoken, it'll probably be in my top 10 for sure. Because I mean, dude, Evoken, arguably the best funeral doom band there is. Well, them and Esoteric. Again, it's like I can't pick between them. Like if they're the two best funeral doom bands in my opinion. But I mean, dude, Ahab and I love almost all the funeral doom bands. Like literally every one of them is just they're all so good. True lived it. Yeah, again, I just can't get into it. Can't get into it. I think Ben was the best in the late 90s. I like his vocals on the video Live at the Rescue Rooms, Nottingham the most. Yeah, I could kind of understand that for sure. I think in the late, like, I think he just sounded good throughout the 90s. To be honest, I think he sounds like, again, he's solid. Like he's got a very great, delivery. He's not like super like crazy in my opinion, but he is a solid vocalist. I just think there's a lot of other death metal vocals that do it better. Like who did I mention in the video? Like I brought up, obviously Martin Van Drunen, Peter Tadgren, Ross Dolan, Joe Tachik. I was trying to think of who else I brought up, like Lord Worm from Cryptopsy. It's been a while since I think I uploaded that video quite a while ago at this point. It was probably I'll probably get like a year now at this point. So it's been a minute. So I really honestly don't remember what my list is. I'll probably have to remake it and talk about it again. So yeah, because I mean I would like to go back and like kind of revisit that. I think that'd be cool. Check out my Serpent's Delight vocal cover I uploaded about a week ago. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. So yeah. Dude, every Funeral Doom band I listen to is amazing. Yeah, no, like all of them are fucking except for like the only one that I'm like kind of not like crazy in love with is Bell Witch. And even then Bell Witch isn't bad. They're just kind of like slightly overrated in my opinion. But like dude, Esoteric, Evoken, Skepticism, Ahab, Thergothan, literally all the Funeral Doom bands like Pantheist are they're all so fucking good. It's yeah, I love I love Funeral Doom. That's like one of my top 5 favorite genres in metal. Funeral Doom, it's up there. King Diamond's The Graveyard versus Merciful Fate's Dead Again. I gotta go with Dead Again. So yeah, I'm not a fan of The Graveyard. The Graveyard, that is my least favorite King Diamond solo album. I just really don't care for The Graveyard really much at all, honestly. But Dead Again's a good album, even if it is probably my least favorite Merciful Fate album. Or well, it's down there. But I mean, all of Merciful Fate's albums are good in my opinion. Whereas the King, I hate to say it, but he does have a couple misses. I mean, who am I to insult King Diamond? He's a brilliant vocalist, brilliant songwriter. So yeah, I still yeah. But again, Graveyard, personally, my least favorite King Diamond album. Benton's Highs just sound funny most of the time, though. I don't think they sound funny necessarily. Like I think they serve the purpose. Like they sound very, kind of like shrieky and kind of devilish. I think his highs work. Like back then, maybe nowadays, yeah, but back then I feel like they really worked. Yeah, Joe Tactor was the best. Total Monster, yeah, dude. Again, in terms of like brutal death metal vocalist, he's the best in my opinion. Just so nasty. King Diamond live, he did the high pitch stunned. Yeah, I still would need to see King Diamond live too. I would love to see King Diamond in concert because that would be so much fucking fun. And again, dude, yeah, incredible songs all around. I would love to see King Diamond. I'm eager for some new Atramenis. Oh yeah, dude, Atramenis is pretty fucking solid too. They're Quebecois Funeral Doom band. Their one album so far is pretty damn good. So really curious to see what else they do because again, that first album is pretty damn good. But yeah, I mean, like you said, all the Funeral Doom bands are amazing, basically. Like you really can't go wrong with any Funeral Doom band. It's like pick one and like you've picked a good band. Congratulations, gold star. Yeah, no, I love all the Funeral Doom bands. All right, let's see. What time is it now? Almost 8:30 and streaming for hour 48 minutes. So yeah, not the longest stream in the world, but I'm probably gonna call it here. So just because again, I haven't eaten dinner yet, although I did have a late lunch, so I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go find something to eat, and then I'm gonna probably try to save my voice for when I do those videos tomorrow. So I'm gonna call it a stream right here, guys. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, James. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Bloodpool, Mahol. Again, sorry I butchered your name. Thank you, Guitars and the Power They Hold. Thank you, Boss Channel 86, even if you only showed up for 2 seconds, you bastard. And thank you to Tony, Shane Lord 87 for showing up. Thank you to everybody who showed up and stuff. Really happy that all of you decided to stop by and just chat for a bit. It was really awesome. So I'll see you all. I'll see you all sometime later. So yep, have a good evening, Bloodpool. See you, Aaron. Oh, thank you, please. You're gonna make me blush. Yep. Good evening, Tyler. I'll see you later, man. Yep. Good night, Spencer. So yep, I'll see you all sometime later, even another whether it be another live stream video. I'll see you all sometime later. So yep, hope you all have a great rest of your night. Goodbye and take care. All right, and stream.